My message to New Zealand dairy farmers that are looking to employ overseas workers are to be aware that there are major differences. There are major cultural differences, there are major technological differences, and you can have yourself a very good, very loyal and very stable employee if you think about those differences and take on board that these differences are there. My name is Alex Thompson. I live in Culverden. I've been in New Zealand for just over 4 years. We're dairy farmers on a 750 cow farm, and we enjoy the lifestyle here. My interest and my passion is being an immigrant to New Zealand and developing community contacts with other immigrants in the area, and developing myself through education and mentoring our staff and other immigrants to the area with development in education and mentoring. For instance, we assisted we had friends that were looking for a Filipino employee at the time, and we found through contacts in the Philippines and other Filipino workers in the area a suitable candidate to come across to New Zealand to work. Unfortunately, when they arrived, circumstances changed, and Stella found herself without a job. At that point, I tried to help as much as possible, and Stella came to stay on our farm and learn a bit about farming New Zealand ways and new technologies that are available here, which is very, very different to what is available in the Philippines. We managed to find new employers for Stella in the Culverden area who were happy to work with her, take on her family, support her in education and learning, so that she was able to develop herself and bring her family across from the Philippines. Since then, we are putting together a booklet welcoming new immigrants to the Culverden area, covering everything from the basics like enrolling in school, the health system, where the local tip is, all those sorts of things that we take for granted from a westernised country. And that will be something that hopefully within the next new coming season for dairy farming will be available to immigrant workers. Working with Stella and seeing the predicament that she went through coming to New Zealand and being left in a situation where she had no clue where her next paycheck was going to come from, where she was going to live, what she was going to do in a foreign country, had inspired me to get involved with this area, and also being an immigrant myself. And with other people in the local community, we've managed to develop quite a good network of support for immigrants, and through education, my own personal education and the support of my husband, I think we're achieving something. I'm hoping that the booklet will provide an information base where employers and new immigrants from the Philippines and possibly other countries can sit down and work through together points about things like employment contracts and very basic level things, so that there's an understanding and a development of a working relationship, so that good quality staff are retained in jobs on farms all across New Zealand eventually. But we'll start small, start with Culverden. I think there is a very high level of potential impact if it's done correctly. Immigration are involved and other community organisations are involved, and I think if it's done properly and people really take it on board, then there could be a very large impact through dairy farming in New Zealand.